by Maya Angelou's quote, which says, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. People cannot hide who they are for a very long time. So you will notice that if you're in a relationship with somebody, there gets to a point where you start being more relaxed, right? You start becoming more of who you truly are. And you start doing things that you don't even realize that you do because you're relaxed. Hey, chosen ones, how are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing very well. Now, today, I wanted to talk about a flashback I had. And that flashback was all about my narcissist ex. And so today, the topic is the narcissist will show you who they are. But not only that, they will tell you what is happening in their lives as well. So let's go. So yesterday, I just randomly had this flashback of my ex. And what it was that he used to tell me things that was going on. But he would say it was happening to a friend. Okay. And so in my mind, I would never ever think it was him that did something or him that something happened to. It just didn't work like that because at this point, everything he said, I believed. So when he was talking about it being a friend, he wouldn't always mention the friend's name. So you wouldn't actually know which specific friend it was. And I would just believe it. But yesterday, something just randomly just dropped in my spirit. And it was just like all the times that he was talking about things that happened to a friend, it was him. It was happening to him. And I know it. I know for a fact because it all makes sense. The stories that he was telling me all made sense. But it's like hindsight is 2020, isn't it? Because when you're in a situation, you cannot see clearly. When you're with a narcissist or when you're in a toxic relationship, you cannot see it until you're outside of it. And it's a really bizarre thing. It's almost like you're blinded, right? But the narcissist does tell you who they are. And it's only after the relationship that you realize that, oh my goodness, this person was just such a horrendous person. Like, I really cannot stand my ex. But the truth is that I accept it. And I accept him for who he is now. And I know how to deal with him. I know how to navigate the kind of relationship that we have now. I wouldn't really call it a relationship. But, you have to communicate, especially when there are kids involved. And so if you're in a toxic relationship or you're in a relationship with a narcissist, think about the times that he has told you about friends that have done certain things or certain things happening to friends or really bad situations where a friend has gotten themselves involved in. And realize that a lot of the time, they're not talking about their friends. They're talking about themselves. And the truth is that the narcissist will always reveal who they are to you. There is a quote by Maya Angelou and it says, when people show you who they are, believe them. And I wish I had taken action on the red flags earlier. But being an empath and being someone who believes in people and who wants to see a positive change, we sometimes allow ourselves to stay in relationships that are hurting us, accepting things that will affect us negatively. Believe in people to the detriment of ourselves, right? And so most definitely now I go by Maya Angelou's quote, which says, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. People cannot hide who they are for a very long time. So you will notice that if you're in a relationship with somebody, there gets to a point where you start being more relaxed, right? You start becoming more of who you truly are. And you start doing things that you don't even realize that you do because you're relaxed. And, when people show you who they are through their actions, believe them. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't make excuses for them, which I used to do. And this started from when I was very young, a child. You make up excuses and you want to think the best of people. But the truth is, people will show you who they are. They will serve themselves to you on a plate. And it's up to you to receive it or not. Okay? And where I am in my life, right? Once you show me who you are, I will not want to be a part of it. If it's a negative thing, if it's a bad thing, who is forcing you to stay in toxic relationships? who is forcing you to stay in toxic relationships, whether it's a friendship, you know, a marriage, just a dating situation, you know, a colleague. You don't have to be in a relationship where it means you're giving of yourself and just being yourself in that relationship to somebody who does not deserve that. You can still have relationships where you have your boundaries and you grey rock, which means that you just don't really show much emotion. You're not really enthused by what is being said or what is being done with that particular person. You don't necessarily have to be yourself and give yourself to people that do not deserve it. Yesterday, I read a poem, and it was all about, you know, your worth and how you are worth your time and your energy. And sometimes we liberally give it to others who don't deserve it. So in 2023, one thing that I want to be very mindful of and conscious of is not giving my time to people that do not deserve it. And it's the same with you. When people show you who they are and it is of not a good thing, do not get involved in it. Allow them to just pass. Let go of that relationship, or at least let go of what you thought it was, and just, you know, just do what you have to do in that relationship, and that is enough, right? I think it's important that we know who we are, and we know what we deserve, and we know who deserves to be around us. We know who should have the benefit of being around us, and not just tolerate people who are going to hurt us, harm us, take from us, deplete us. You don't need that. And so, chosen ones, narcissists will show you who they are. If you know any narcissists or you're in a narcissistic relationship, look out for these signs. You will see them. And they will tell you things. They will literally tell you things about past relationships, what their ex did to them, and all of this. And it's probably the other way round. Okay? So chosen ones, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share to anybody who needs this message. My name is Anita. Always a pleasure to record a video for you guys, and I hope it resonated. If it did, let me know what part. Let me know if you've been in a narcissistic relationship, and if you've had flashbacks of things that they've said and you realize that it was actually them they were talking about. Definitely add your comments and, you know, how it resonated and what you can relate to. And I will see you in my next video. Take care, chosen ones. Bye.